go live. I clicked.
And we're off.
It says we're live. We've got 9 thumbs up right away, Will Keys. This is That's Good Sports live breaking news to stick it to Jay Glazer because we one-upped him less than 24 hours with news that Von Miller has tested positive for COVID-19, becoming the second NFL player in 2 days to have it. First of all, before we get into discussing this, we are going to assume Von Miller is going to be okay. Little scary when your favorite player, your best player, gets it. But he wanted to make it public and post. There could be a bunch of players who have it right now. We don't fucking know.
Probably.
But he's a healthy guy. He does have asthma, and that's what makes it a little bit scary because the one thing we do know about this is people with those pre-existing type of conditions are more at risk for serious, illness with this. But if I had to bet on Von Miller being okay, I'm going to assume that. We're going to assume that right now. Hopefully he doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Basically felt like he feels a little bit sick, but that is the news. I just wanted to get that out of the way, that we're decent people and really make sure he's okay before everything. And then if we make jokes that we have to walk back later, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it as it comes.
That's why we're doing this live.
Right.
Not archiving it.
Yeah, I can take it down much easier. Also having some whiskey.
Yeah.
Which they say does not help if you do get sick.
Is there any evidence for that? Has research proved that?
I'm not really big on, evidence per se.
No. I'm not a stat nerd.
We're not stat nerds.
I do the eye test.
And
you look healthy to me.
We both look healthy. Here's a good question I just saw in the chat here. It said, how does he even play with asthma? And that's like, a lot of people didn't know Von Miller had asthma. I forgot. I definitely fucking forgot. But I guess maybe because they've kind of figured out how to treat asthma would be my answer. I'm no doctor. I'd say the inhaler
probably helps. I know, like Willie Parker had, he would hyperventilate.
Oh, Willie Parker would?
During games, yeah. And he was like the fastest player in the league for a while.
Remember when nobody...
And it was literally his nickname, Fast Willie Parker.
Fast Willie Parker.
Not a very creative nickname.
He was corner? Was he a corner? Or receiver?
No, he's the Steelers running back.
Oh. Well, who am I thinking of? Willie Green? I'm thinking of a different Willie.
Willie Wood.
Willie Keys.
That's right.
Here are the tweets announcing Von Miller's getting sick. This is a picture of him with a inhaler. So it's a rare picture that James Palmer tweeted.
Which was not so much a picture as a screenshot.
Yeah.
From the video.
Oops, wrong.
I think he held like the camera up to his laptop and
took a picture of it. Yeah.
Took a picture of it. You can see the little lines. But respect for the journalistic, curiosity and the digging.
It's the right picture. It's the right picture.
Appropriate picture. Appropriate.
So like, Will and I have done a lot of talking today with each other. I've got Nikki's tweet up here too. We did a podcast. We did a mock draft that will be for Patreon on Saturday. And now we're doing this because I didn't want to try to make a video about this tonight, but I definitely wanted to talk about it because it's Von fucking Miller, man.
It's true.
And he said he wanted to make it public so that people understand that anybody can get it, which, if you're just figuring that out...
Look, dude, when Tom Hanks got it,
yeah,
I think we realized that this virus does not discriminate.
No, when Tom Hanks and Idris Elba both got it...
game over.
We were like, oh shit, this is real. This is real.
It's very real.
Luckily, a guy like Von Miller's going to have access, though, to really good medical care. He was able to reach out to, the team doctors and, get a test done and all the shit that I feel like seems harder for other people. But
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. You're a Super Bowl MVP, you get special treatment. I mean, I wouldn't, I guess what I'm trying to say is someone needs to test Cam Newton sooner rather than later, because we know Vaughn's always been breathing down Cam's neck.
yes, which brings up this tweet that both of us thought was funny. Some Broncos fans, I don't think it's funny. But C1 in burner, finally have something I can reply to that fucking GIF with. Obviously, if Von Miller gets sick and dies, C1 burner will be banned from Twitter forever. But right now, this is
still pretty funny.
This is a guy showing his frustration with seeing probably one of the most painful GIFs of his life as his Panthers lose the Super Bowl. And everybody shows Von Miller stripping Cam Newton. And here he is stripping Cam of just the coronavirus. I was going to put this in, and then I forgot, and then you reminded me, but I thought it was funny too. So now everybody's seen it. We got a super chat from Joey. $10 from Joey Overstreet. Hey, Brandon, serious question. Do you think the Broncos could and should trade up to the number two pick and get Chase
Number
Young?
2?
Well, Joey... pending Von Miller's health, I think that would be a steep trade up. They've got Bradley Chubb coming back, should be healthy from his ACL. Still have Von Miller, a little bit of depth at the edge to do some rushing.
Yeah, does this change the Broncos draft board? I got a text from my dad saying, I had a group text with my brother and my dad, and my brother texted everyone that Vaughn tested positive for coronavirus. And my dad goes, yikes, not how Elway was hoping to clear cap space. Is he in the hospital?
Gotta love dads. Gotta love dads.
It brings up, I mean, do you have to eat the dead cap if your player is in the hospital on a ventilator?
Well, knowing like that NFL teams were putting corona provisions in the contracts, like,
Probably.
wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if there was a loophole already for teams getting cap relief from
I'm sure.
sick players. Like,
I mean, I'm glad everyone's just getting it now instead of later.
well,
Because you do it, you get it in the middle of the season, like you're out 2 weeks automatically.
yeah, I mean that'll like
Probably 3.
they don't even know how they're going to do the season right now. So if
It's
a guy
crazy.
gets it, minimum out probably 14 days. Like
Yeah.
Brian Allen, who tested, he had it for like 3 weeks, and he should have been cleared like today. So that's a 3-week hiatus, and then it's going to vary from person to person, and you have to get tested, and you've already probably infected other guys on your team. Like, there would
Imagine if like a whole team just gets wiped out and like has to sit out on the sideline,
like
like right before a playoff game or something. The next team advances.
yeah, I mean that would
When I
like
think about it, I don't think like football. It just might not happen this year.
it might not happen. I know they're desperately trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Because even if like everybody is sequestered and quarantined, everybody's like on a remote island, let's say, to take the Dana White approach. Like they still have to get like supplies and stuff, and you can still get contaminated literally by touching a package
Yeah,
these days.
and we know how much players touch each other's packages in the locker room.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's the
You
only
touch
reason I
your
play
own
football.
package, you touch your teammate's package. Suddenly everyone's got Suddenly everyone's got the bug.
Hey guys, I signed up for football so we could get naked and touch each other in the shower, right? Well, we do have a $100 super chat from Nick Iduck. He just says, "Keep surviving. Love you guys, Nick. Thank you.
Thank you, King.
We are
Thank
doing
you, King.
well. We are healthy. Appreciate the support here, Nick. You've got I think a baby goat in your avatar there. I would say you're a full-grown man goat now.
I'd say Drew Lock's the baby goat right now.
Baby goat.
He's a goat. He's a goat in the making.
Oh, yeah, I have a good tweet that I want to get your thoughts on. Got another super chat from Giovanni Soltero. $5 from Giovanni. Thank you, Brandon, for introducing me to Flimlow's Raps videos. After you two did that XFL review, also speedy recovery from Von Miller. You are welcome, and I am glad I sent some people his way because his audience, a lot bigger, felt like I was the one benefiting, but he makes really good videos. If you're wanting to know about like players that disappeared or mostly disappeared, he does great like what happened to these players videos. So yes, check him out. Here's what I'm gonna do, Will. I'm gonna put a tweet on the screen from Pro Football Focus.
Okay.
And the question they sent on Twitter was, would you rather have the Chiefs roster or a roster made up of the best players from the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers?
Wait, is this Pro Football Focus or Pro Football?
Sorry, Pro Football Talk. Did I say Focus?
I was going to say, this is something that Florio would be stupid enough to tweet.
And he did. Sadly,
Sure enough, he did.
When I checked it with 36,000 votes, 59.7% said Chiefs.
A lot of Chiefs fans weighed in on the subject.
Yeah, it made me want to just do a segment, tweets that will piss you off.
No, and it worked. Let's go through it really quick and think like, okay, so who's the starting quarterback? It's got to be Locke, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah. At this point, you're not taking Derek Carr or Tyrod Taylor over Drew Lock.
Nope. Starting running back. Obviously, you did the platoon running back. I think you got. Well, you can get. All right. You can only keep 3: Jacobs, Gordon, Eckler, Lindsey. I might go Jacobs, Eckler, and Lindsey.
Yeah, I would do that.
I don't think you can go wrong either way. The tight ends are pretty nasty. You had Darren Waller, Noah Fant, Hunter Henry.
They would destroy the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is fucking.
The only reason, like, okay, the Chiefs have a great offensive roster. Okay, we know that, but the reason they are really great is because they have a great quarterback. You take Mahomes off that roster and throw in, I don't know, Joe Flacco, it's gonna look pretty average.
Well, now that I think about it, Joe Flacco would literally just drop back and throw the ball, like immediately take the snap and just throw the ball 80 yards in the air, and Tyreek Hill would catch it more often than not.
No matter where Tyreek is on the field.
Yeah.
That's probably the thing. I hate complimenting Tyreek Hill because I'm pretty sure he's not a great person.
As a football player. He's an incredible football player.
Yeah, he's one of the top receivers.
So was O.J. Simpson. He ran for 2,000 yards. People forget that.
He's one of the top receivers I've watched. Like, he's the real difference maker on that offense. But the Chargers and Broncos have pretty solid offenses. Like, you could just add one piece to any of those teams and be like, okay, I would take that against the Chiefs. If you can get equivalent quarterback play. That's where everything's fucked. But we got a $2 super chat from Matt De La Rosa. Thank you, Matt. And then Octavius the Stumpy, $14.99. Hello, Brandon. My name is Brandon Perna, and God damn it, I love Tom Brady. Perna. Do you think it's going to be the year of wide receiver or running? Wait. Do you think it's going to be the year of the wide receiver or the running back tomorrow? ?
Tomorrow, huh?
Okay, I think he means, do I think wide receivers or running backs are going to have a bigger year, Octavius?
I'm going to say wide receiver because we got those rookie wide receivers coming. I think there's going to be a few of those that turn out to be pretty good.
Yeah, is that like wide receivers for the entire league or for the Broncos?
We'll assume yes.
Yeah, I think, last year was a great year for running offenses. Like, the playoff teams all had solid running attacks. So, probably this year means more passing again. Because that NFL really just doesn't do this exact same thing year to year.
Yep.
We got a $58 super chat.
Damn. In honor of Von Miller, I
$58 Von Miller tribute from KR. Says buy some good whiskey, Perna. Hashtag get well, Von. I agree with everything about that super chat.
I do too.
If me buying good whiskey will help Von Miller get healthy faster, I
might have to drink the whole thing.
I can do my part.
I'll do it.
And KR is a picture of a woman, which is odd here. Based on my YouTube analytics, 2% of people who watch are women.
That's 1 out of every 50.
So, if you are a woman watching this live stream, even more power to you.
So, we're getting a tweet from, this is 8 hours old, but might as well discuss it. Patriots from Ian Rappaport, the guy who we trust now, who's, no Jay Glazer. Patriots will use premium pick on quarterback. Brian Hoyer likely will be starter.
Wow. Yeah, wait, what? Brian Hoyer likely starter?
That's what it says.
Wow.
Not Jared Stidham.
Wow.
The Jared Stidham thing, I never bought for a moment.
I didn't buy Jared Stidham after he threw one interception and got benched when the Patriots were up by double-digit scores.
They're like, this guy fucking sucks so much. He might lose us this game against the Jets starting Luke Falk.
That's when they don't believe in that guy.
Yeah.
Because if they did it all, they'd been like, all right, let's just ride it out. Let's see him bounce back from
They don't
this.
trust him to hand the ball off for the rest of the game. They have to put Brady back in there.
Yeah, that's why the Patriots are so good. But I wanted to say, could you imagine being so insecure about dropping a lead that you're in the fourth quarter and your backup throws one pick six and you can't leave him in?
Right.
They just don't fuck around with mistakes. Brian Hoyer, man, I would root, if I believed at all in Brian Hoyer either, I would root for him to succeed, but I mean,
how many times has he been on that team? 5?
Yeah, and he had a chance in the playoffs with the Texans.
One of the worst quarterback games in playoff history, up there with Jake Delhomme.
It was terrible. It was like
Carson Palmer.
He played well with Kyle Shanahan in the Cleveland Browns, right? That's when it's like, oh, cool. The Browns, maybe they have and then he tore his ACL. Brian Hoyer ain't had an easy go.
No. What was he, 7-5 with the Browns in 2014?
That was the greatest thing that had happened to them. We got another super chat from an angry fetus, $10. Okay. Who do you think is more likely to regress, Ryan Tannehill or Derrick Henry? That's actually a pretty good question.
That's a good question.
That's a very football-y question.
I think Henry.
For a fetus, too. I
think Tannehill.
You don't have a lot of experience in the world, angry fetus.
No.
You think Tannehill regresses?
I think Tannehill will regress. He's more likely to regress than Derrick Henry.
I think I'll agree.
I mean, Henry's not going to keep up that playoff pace, but Tannehill's not going to keep up that regular season pace he was on either.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's running backs are usually consistent season to season if they're healthy. Sometimes they have breakout years, and Henry had an insane year, but he was doing that the season before. It just kind of started a little bit later in the season. To me, the Titans are a mystery in terms of how good they can be. I obviously hope they're good. I'll be rooting for Tannehill, but I think it's going to be a lot harder for him to be successful again. We got a $5 super chat from Broncos for life. Here's some of my stimulus check. Awesome. That's really funny.
You're stimulating the economy.
Yes, you are. Hashtag stay healthy, Von Miller. Von, every drink I take is for the health of Von Miller. Super Bowl MVP, a John Elway draft pick that was also a Pro Bowler. So
should be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Okay, Octavius coming back. Octavius the Stumpy coming back in. giving us $19.99 now, so he's giving us more money. Sorry about the quarantine drunk question. Yeah, I meant if this season actually happens, you think this season will be bigger on running backs or wide receiver? Who do you think has the best chance to become the lead quarterback of the Panthers? Oh, throwing in a little twist there, Octavius. I'm hoping Teddy Bridgewater just fucking owns it and plays well.
Yeah, I think. Well, obviously, yeah. I think Teddy's pretty much going to start. There's a chance they draft a guy, but we were talking about on our podcast earlier. We were talking about what if the Lions took a quarterback? What if they took 2 at 3 and then tried to shop Matt Stafford? And that's kind of weird because everyone's got an option to the point where, unless you can trade that guy, the current starter, there's not really a place for Stafford right now. But we were thinking about, like, what if you put Matt Stafford on the Panthers?
Yeah.
It's an interesting team all of a sudden.
Interesting. He goes from a lion to a panther. That's not that.
Jaguar next up.
He just plays for all the cat teams. Then the Bengals. Then the... Is that it? What else cats are there? What else cats is there, Will?
What are the movie? He's in the movie, the remake or the sequel to Cats.
Yeah. Oh, I think
Takes James Corden's role.
I think one of the funniest tweets I saw was because you know how they removed the cat's buttholes from the movie.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, since we're all locked inside, I know that there's got to be a cut of the Cats film with the buttholes, so I think that should be released.
Let's see it.
And honestly, if they wanted to recap whatever they lost on that movie, that would work. I would pay to watch that movie with cat buttholes in it.
Easy. They should
take my money. Whoever was that, Disney?
It wasn't Disney. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I hope it was Disney because that would finally sink that fucking ship.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Super Chat from Charlie Beagle. Try some of that King Soopers cognac. $2 will get me some King Soopers cognac. The cognac I drink is $2 million cognac. It's a reference to another video. Then we've got Rage DMX 47. Let's give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate. Shout out to Christina. This is kind of funny because...
Married with children.
Yeah. When I was like a 13-year-old boy, I had a huge crush on Jenny McCarthy. And for whatever reason, my wife always thinks it's Christina Applegate. And so anytime Christina Applegate comes on TV, she's like, oh, there's your girlfriend. I was like, that's the wrong person. How many times do I have to tell you? Yeah.
You tell a girl, like, that you had a crush on someone when you were 13 and they still get jealous about it. You have a crush on a celebrity who's now like 50 when you were like 13 years old and they still bring it up.
Yeah, it's like...
Still insecure about it.
It's like, at 13, I couldn't know Jenny McCarthy was going to be an anti-vaxxer.
I didn't even know what an anti-vaxxer was.
I think people still believed getting vaccines was good. Unanimously. Okay, more super chats coming in hot. Atlanta Olympians, $2.99. Skipped my super chat. Can I get an F in the chat?
Oh, damn, you skip it?
I am sorry, Atlanta. I didn't mean to skip it. Sometimes they come in hot and fast, and I can't handle it.
Like a big glaze bomb.
But you can get a fuck in the chat. Yeah, you got glazed. Then,
do you know what F means? Are you aware of the phenomenon of getting an F?
No.
It's from it's like paying your respects, like sending condolences. It comes from the Call of Duty game. Whichever one had Kevin Spacey in it, and like one of your fellow soldiers dies, and you attend his funeral, and like you go up and like to pay respects at his coffin, and on the PC version, there's a prompt that says, press F to pay respects.
Oh, okay.
And now that's just what people do.
I'm starting to get to the age where You're gonna have to explain a lot of this shit to me.
I think so. Yeah.
Uh,
Someone tell me. I think that's correct.
a lot of F's
I-
coming up
I
in the
was-
chats right now. Everybody getting an F.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Thomas Wolday, $5. He says, Broncos news. Elijah Wilkinson has been told he will compete with Garrett Bowles for the Broncos left tackle job, and Jawan James is going to be the right tackle.
Advanced warfare. That's right.
Maybe that's true. I feel like they're going to play Wilkinson at guard. But honestly, I think...
so many F's.
Yeah, I think Wilkinson or Bowles could play guard. I don't really care who plays left tackle, just as long as they're the best one.
I think Bulls will get another shot because he was pretty solid at the end of last year. I mean, a lot of it comes down to Drew Lock is so much better than Joe Flacco, just really at everything.
Right.
But at getting the ball out, maneuvering the pocket, those kinds of things. One person posted a G instead of an F. I think they just missed.
I see some H's and some Q's, a lot of horsecock locks, which make me very, very happy.
Yeah.
Horsecock lock and FYTB, like anytime I see those, I'm just like, I'm doing it right, Will. We got a super chat from Michaela Parker. Love your show. Never miss it. Big fan. And I think Michaela might have been on Chad's Mile High Huddle live stream we did last night. Then we've got Joey Overstreet again, $5. Got some trivia for you. What college did these Broncos players go to? Steve, Russ, and Ben Garland.
I can answer that one.
Is it Air Force?
Yeah, it's Air Force.
Are they all last named Garland? Who's Steve and
It's
Russ?
I think Steve Russ.
Oh,
is a
Steve
first-
Russ.
I think Steve Russ is the last name.
There we go. Okay. Nailed the trivia.
Corbin T is getting my attention. Answer me. I don't. What did you ask?
Sorry, there's a lot of questions.
I don't see all these, brother. You're gonna have to let me know again, and whatever your question is, I'll answer it.
I see the super chats because they like pop up and go boom. This kind person paid for you to see this. Now look at it. Let's see here. Is it possible that all the AFC West teams are going to be in the playoffs? Well,
I
no.
don't. Well, no, it is now.
Is
It's
it?
possible.
Can 4 teams
You have
from
to set
one?
the teams.
Oh shit, that could happen. That is mind blowing. What happened, Will? You just reading?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was reading the comments. Someone's got a question for me, but he won't tell me what the question is. Mile High 69 Sports, but the 9 is in Roman numerals, is saying, Wilkie's fan club, let's get it going. I'm not opposed.
Do the Steelers have a chance next year? Yes.
Finish the sentence, Will. What? What does Marcellus Wallace look like? I don't know. Reading Von Miller eats bats. Mateo Raymond is saying that I'm loving this beard action.
Beard on beard right
That's
here.
if we had Plummer again. Now that Plummer has spent exactly 1 week growing a beard that's better than both of ours.
He's Jake Plummer. He's just got more testosterone in him than we do.
He's got that mountain air running through his veins.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I got that mountain air too, so.
Yeah, I guess. I've got that sea level.
Can Jake Plummer
Air.
do this?
Probably.
Fair enough. I would agree. Larry A,
Oh.
$2 super chat. Thank you, Larry. We got RC Raider, $2. RC Raider, first team to win Super Bowl at home field? Question mark.
Probably not.
Raiders fans are the
Who's the
ones
Super Bowl this year? Tampa?
that least like my show. What's that? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be Tampa. That's because they're already saying like that Buccaneers could be in the Super Bowl at a home field. Well, if nobody gets to attend the game,
Well,
then
it
it
could be.
doesn't really matter, does it?
Does it?
Tom Brady.
Super Bowl was in Miami last year. Dolphins were close.
Here's a good question. $4.99 super chat from Dustin Lewis. Top 5 offenses and defenses next year. Could change after we see the draft next week.
Chiefs.
Chiefs top 5 offense.
Let's see.
Broncos top 5 offense.
I think the Broncos will be a top 5 defense.
I think the Broncos will have a top 5 defense and a top 12 offense.
Top 12 is really all you need if you got that defense. Now you're cooking with gas, Playboy.
Got some Raiders fans in here. Very appreciative.
Thank you, Raiders fans.
Okay, so Broncos, not top 5. Okay, so Chiefs, top 5 offense. Saints, I go Saints again. Add Emmanuel Sanders.
Could the Falcons creep in there?
Ooh, that
The
division's
Falcons
going
and
to
the
be
Buccaneers,
crazy.
I don't know. This jersey is really bringing out the redness in my beard.
We thought of 2 offenses that will be good. And
Yeah.
one defense.
Oh, less of the Falcons, maybe.
Falcons, maybe.
The 49ers, probably. for sure,
49ers.
right? 49ers are good. And they might be top 5 offense and defense when you get down to it. The Bears be a top 5 defense? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Chuck Pagano is good enough to get him there.
There's no Vic Fangio. I've always said it.
We got Pagano's brother though. He is legit
Right.
good defensive mind.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he had the Chargers defense playing some of their best football. And Ron Rivera too before he left for the Panthers. Big news from Octavius Stumpy, Super Chat $4.99. Jay Glazer. Eric McCready, Broncos ball boy, is the first ball boy to stub his toe this week.
God damn it.
We got glazed. Oh,
Glaze bomb. My face is covered in glaze.
yeah, Bryce. Bills defense. I agree with that.
Just ate a big old glazed donut.
I think Bills defense can be good. I think the Bills offense has a chance to be can take a leap. If Josh Allen could get a little bit better again, kind of like
Good luck.
the Bills.
Did you see what D-Mac was saying on Twitter today? You see what he's blathering about?
I know.
I don't want to put you in a weird spot. I don't know if you guys have any sort of relationship.
No, I mean he's always been cool to me, but like I don't owe him my life.
He's a take guy. He's
a hot take artist.
He's quite the take artist, not like you and I. But he was saying that the Broncos shouldn't have taken Bradley Chubb. And they should have taken Josh Allen.
Yeah, he's been pushing that narrative for a while.
Yeah. He also believes that the Broncos should have taken Drew Lock at 10 instead of trading down to get Noah Fant and then Drew Lock in the second round.
No, the Broncos played that shit perfect.
Such a preposterous take that I can't not respect it.
John Elway was criticized about drafting until he did that move. Until he got Reisner and Locke back to back. People were just shitting on his drafts.
It's really incredible.
Chris Patterson, $2 super chat. Draft for 2021. If no season this year. I mean, if you're a team, part of you's got to be thinking of that as a strategy. Maybe you're a team that doesn't need a ton of pieces and you want to just try and stockpile as much as you can for 2021. I wouldn't middle of the road team. I would take that approach.
Well, what happens to the draft order? You got to go lottery, right?
Oh, you mean for the picks they acquire?
Yeah. Who's got the first overall pick? You can't just give it to the Bengals again. That's not fair.
Oh, is he saying don't do the draft at all?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you still have to do it really because it's not fair to those kids.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying not do the draft. I'm saying if you're a team and you want to kind of get rid of as many draft picks from this draft to stockpile for 2021, that might not be the worst play on earth if a season's not going to happen. I guess we were both looking at that question
right.
differently.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of how I was thinking about, like, how do you determine the order? Which I think you'd have to. I know hockey had, like, a similar thing come out with their lockout. And I think they did, like, a weighted lottery based on the previous draft order. We got a €2 super chat, which I can attest is roughly $2.17
Sweet.
in US dollars.
Kicking the dollar's ass again, I see.
Sup, guys, watching from the UK, Raider Nation, from Sam Chapman.
Wow.
What time is it in the UK? I think
It's got to be...
It's 3 in the morning, I believe.
Sam, you playing video games,
Sam,
smoking
confirm or
drugs?
deny?
I wonder what Sam's doing so late in the UK.
Staying up, baby. Staying up. 3 in the goddamn morning.
We've got Dylan Spear, $5 super chat. Roses are red. Walls are made of plaster. Chris Johnson was fast, but the police was faster. Well, he said, we. Do you think the Broncos will make it to the playoffs? I respect the poetry, first and foremost. Yeah.
I think yes.
Yes.
I think yes, especially with the extra team. I hope we're not the last team. I hope we're just I hope we get that home game. Oh, damn, Dylan Smith.
Yeah.
Coming hot with a horsecock lock.
Horsecock lock.
49.99. We'll round up to 50, probably in honor of Von Miller, Super Bowl 50 MVP.
Nice job, Dylan Smith. With $49.99, I can buy one of the fanciest locks available to protect my toilet paper and other
Great looks.
hoarding goods. Dylan, I would drink for that. Then we've got K. Dunsky, $2 from K. Dunsky. Who do you think gets Trevor Lawrence next year? I was really hoping they were going to say, who do you think Trevor Siemian signs with? But Trevor Lawrence, I guess.
Trevor Lawrence. It's a great question.
Who's in play for him, possibly?
You have to think the Jags, maybe.
Jags definitely could
Although,
be.
like we talked about, I don't trust Gardner Minshew to tank.
No.
That's a guy that's going to win some games.
The Lions could be, depending on Matt Stafford's health.
I think the Lions are a good pick.
That's like a sleeper-y type one, huh?
A really depressing place to see him go.
Yeah, exactly.
If Stafford's healthy the whole year, though, I don't think that happens. Carolina, maybe.
Yeah. The Jets.
Although Bridgewater's not that. Jets.
After 3 years with Sam Darnold.
Maybe. The bleep skins, maybe.
The Potatoes, yes.
Skins. How about the Raiders?
Ooh.
I don't think they're gonna be that bad.
No, the Raiders are they're hovering around average. They could be a little bit better than average. They could be a little bit worse. We've got Ninja Llama. Super chat. Greetings from a drunk 20-year-old in New Jersey. Go Jets, FYTB. First of all, we do not condone underage drinking, in case anybody at YouTube is listening.
I do.
But also...
Don't speak for me. I'd condone it.
Also, sweet move, Ninja Llama. How old were you the first time you got drunk, Will?
I think 15.
Not bad. Did we talk about that on one of the other live streams? Or was that just off screen?
Who really knows? Who knows the difference?
We were talking about Happy
Oh,
Gilmore.
yeah, we did. Yeah, because your friend's older sister got you drunk.
That was the last live one we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's another thing I guess we could talk about, because Demaryius Thomas said he wouldn't mind coming back to the Broncos. How much gas in the tank do you think DT has left?
It depends how well he's recovered from injury. I was watching his highlights from the Texans in 2018. He was still pretty fast in Houston before I don't remember how he got hurt. I think he might have been a knee injury.
Him and Sanders both tore their Achilles, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And DT tore his Achilles like when he was like after his rookie year too.
Oh.
So that was the second time. So that's probably hard to come back from.
Yeah.
And Sanders is a different kind of player. And I think Sanders' style lends itself to a little more longevity. But, you know, if DT comes back and he can give you like, I don't know, like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's like a great third
Why not?
receiver to have with the potential to be like maybe your number 2 guy from time to time.
I'll ask you this question. Would you rather have Tim Patrick or Demaryius Thomas?
Oh shit, that's tough.
That's kind of tough.
I mean,
Right.
my loyalty is to DT, but I think Patrick has potential to be a really good number 2 receiver, but he hasn't been consistent enough to like prove that
He
yet.
was injured too, yeah.
It's just hard though because the Broncos have gone through so many quarterbacks, so it's like nobody fucking knows.
No one knows. No one knows. We'll know this year.
We will know
Or
this
maybe-
year.
Or maybe we won't.
Oh, they're saying that you're echoing. Your mic is echoing. Weird. Well,
How about now?
I don't know. And yes, we think the Broncos, if he's available, will take Henry Ruggs at 15. But right now it looks like the Broncos are probably going to trade. We talked kind of a lot about that on the podcast today. But I think we will wrap up this live stream. We have exercise, the Von Miller coronavirus news. We do hope Von continues to be well, recovers. But
Well wishes to our boy.
I would imagine over the next few weeks, we'll hear about a bunch more NFL players that got it. And if I had to pick a group, it would be the Dallas Cowboys.
We hate the Cowboys here. We
Not
decided.
not because of that, but because of the whole birthday
yeah.
party thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we hate them
Yeah, but we do hate them.
for some reason. All right. Well, this was good. This was productive.
All right. Yeah, I don't know about this echo everybody's hearing.
Apparently, it's gone. Maybe, well, for some people. Yeah. Either way, probably a good time to wrap it up.
Yep. Thank you guys for jumping in here. Wasn't planning to go live, but we did go live. Football is going to happen with the draft in a week. Should be
It's happening.
should be good.